other than the academics, they have these shlokas and bhajans taught to the children, and I feel it helps children to calm down, and also it helps in the spiritual well-being of the child, which I think in today's age somewhere I think it's very important as well. I feel as a parent, I feel it's very important. So I am happy with the way they have the curriculum around it. It's a very unique way. We don't see it in any of the school, and it just grabs your attention at that moment.
The whole environment of the school, right? I mean, it makes the kids to kind of, wake up in the morning and be enthusiastic about going to the school.
Hi, welcome to Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Ms. Deepa and her husband, whose kid is studying in the new Horizon Gurukul Preschool, which is in Boganhalli, Bangalore. Let's speak to them and understand what they honestly think about the school. Thank you so much for joining us, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's an
Thank
honor.
you. Thanks, yeah.
Well, to begin with, what made you to choose the school over the others in the same locality?
Yeah, so our association with this new Horizon Gurukul Preschool is started way back in 2019. So when we're looking at a school for our eldest child. So New Horizon group of institutions, it's a very well-known institution in and around Bangalore. And New Horizon Gurukul Preschool is a part of it. So, when we were looking around schools which are closer by in our area, and when we first visited the school, we were very happy with the infrastructure and also the facilities provided in the school. What caught our attention or what impressed us the most is the way the teachers and all the staff, they welcomed us. Here, the way they greet the students as well as the parents is with Hario. It's a very unique way. We don't see it in any of the school, and it just grabs your attention at that moment, and which we felt we were very happy with it, the way we were greeted and such positive atmosphere. Looking at everything, so we were very happy, and our eldest child, he was enrolled in that school. And later, now we have our twins studying there. So when we had to look for other, options for them, we didn't have to think much about it because we have seen the growth of our eldest child. We know how the growth of him, the positive growth. So very happy with it. And then we didn't have to think much, and we went ahead with the school for the, our twin boys as well. So yes.
You briefly spoke about the infrastructure and the campus. Can you tell us more about it? Because for the parents who didn't visit the campus yet, they would want to know what sort of physical infrastructure does the school have?
I mean, essentially, if you're in Bangalore, right? I mean, many of the schools have very small campuses. I mean, which is kind of very restrictive to students, where they're kind of restricted to the classrooms and not much play area and all, right? But then contrastingly, right, I mean, New Horizon Gurukul Preschool, essentially, I mean, it has a very large campus. The other thing that attracted us was, I mean, the classrooms are very colorful, and they have these paintings of, the mythological stories that we have kind of, heard about in our childhood and all of those things. Apart from that, they also have a separate room for teaching dance. They have a separate music room. And the other unique feature, I would say, which at least I have not seen in any other schools, is they have a very large aquarium, right? So it has a lot of fish and tortoise and everything, which the kids find very mesmerizing. And all in all, right, I mean, the whole environment of the school, right? I mean, it makes the kids to kind of, wake up in the morning and be enthusiastic about going to the school. They are very enthusiastic and they want to they look forward to go to school. That speaks very much to the kind of infrastructure and facilities that they provide.
If a kid happily goes to the school, that's like half the battle won. Can you tell us the fee structure of the school? What are you paying and in how many terms?
Roughly, it comes to around 1,10,000, the fee structure. This is excluding the transport facilities. We don't avail of that because we stay very close by. I mean, the school is right opposite to our apartment, right? So, and then, yeah, in terms of the semester wise, I think they break it down into 6 months. So you don't have to pay it at one shot. You can kind of pay it in two parts, essentially, 6 months.
Got it. And since you stay just opposite to the school, I know school is accessible, but how accessible is the management in case if you have any questions or concerns? Are they easily to reach out?
If you have any queries or concerns related to the child, so we can easily reach out to the teachers. So we usually send a diary note, and the teachers promptly they reply back to this diary notes. And in case you need to have any one-on-one conversations, so we can call them up prior, and then we can take an appointment. And the teachers as well as the management, like principal, ma'am, and everyone, so they are easily available. Like after the working hours, so they are available. So we can actually have a call with them and meet them also face to face and have the discussion. So pretty much they're very accessible. I would say
Got it.
easily accessible. Also, they have these WhatsApp group wherein they know send the updates on the child and activities or whatever is being conducted in the school. So they send the day updates on that WhatsApp group.
Got
So
it.
pretty much communication wise, it's very accessible, I would say.
And a lot of parents get to hear this jargon like Montessori method of education, Waldorf method of education, and all. So,
Right.
at New Horizon Gurukul Preschool, did the teaching methodology actually make an impact in your child's learning abilities? How was the experience of that? Like,
Yes, definitely, I would say. See, here in New Horizon Gurukul Preschool, they follow the CBSE curriculum, but along with that, they have an integrated approach. So they even teach the Montessori method and also the playway, playway based method. So children will learn the both. So that way, I think for the holistic development of a child, I think that happens with this integrated approach. I would say they teach shlokas and bhajans. Other than the academics, they have these shlokas and bhajans taught to the children, and I feel it helps children to calm down, and also it helps in the spiritual well-being of the child, which I think in today's age somewhere I think it's very important as well. I feel as a parent, I feel it's very important. So I am happy with the way they have the curriculum around it. So yes, so that is the thing. And also, other than that, they have these field trips also conducted. The children will get to experience the real world. They have this real world experience. They have an exposure towards it, which I think it's very important as well. So yes, so
got
the
it.
curriculum, it helps to shape the child's overall well-being. It's really good.
Got
Yes.
it. And a lot of parents generally have this concern on how are their kids going to get adopted to the school. The first 30 days, parents have some separation anxiety. The kids have a lot of anxiety. So how was your experience with the school in the first 20 30 days? Did the child get used to the school so easily? And was there any support from the school to make it easy for the kid?
See, luckily for us, our children actually we didn't face any such issues with it, because when with our twin boys, they were very excited because they had already seen their eldest, I mean their brother going to the school, so they were very happy and excited at least to go to the school. So dressed up with uniform and new school bags, they were all very happy and they had so much enthusiasm to go to the school. But I have some other parents, like the one thing I think the teachers, they, even if they don't know the language, at least someone will know any of the languages, right? So even if the child does not belong to their class, they make an attempt, they try to calm the child, talking to them in the mother tongue. And it's always there, right? Like when you talk in a mother tongue, the child will calm down, at least there's someone who knows that
Right. Yeah.
feeling comes into the child. Yeah, so that way they try to calm the child and take them the child, and I think that makes a difference. The teachers are very supportive there. They try to calm each and everyone, not just their class child, everyone. So that way I think it helps a lot to create that environment. And this year particularly what they had done is, the teachers along with the parents, they could go to the classrooms and be there. And if any child is crying also, the teachers had asked us to just stay outside and wait for some time, so that in case they need them, if the child is not listening to us, at least they can take them and just calm them down. So that was also done, which I think helped a lot in the transition for the child as well, because earlier, like just dropping them to the school gate, and when the kids see the teachers, they start crying at once. But at least when the parents, they go to the classroom, drop the kids, and even that, and the parents at least convincing their child, ki, we are here, don't worry. So that I think helped a lot to, and I think it was really good that way. It was really good. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, I think in that sense, the teachers are really nice. I mean, they
Yeah.
do take individual attention wherever necessary,
Right.
right? And kind of go above and beyond to make sure that the kid is comfortable, right?
Got
So
it.
this instance especially, right, where parents were allowed to get into the school to the right up until the classroom to drop their kids, right? I think that's something very good that they did this year.
And we would also like to understand if the school offers some food, and in case if they do, how's the quality of it?
They do offer food for the daycare, especially, but then since we don't have our children enrolled, we have not very sure. But I think
Yeah,
looking at the, yeah,
we haven't really tried.
trial.
So
Especially parents would want to know the school timings. What time does it start? And in case if they're opting for after school activities or probably daycare, what are the timings for that?
The school starts around 8:30. The kids have to be at the premises at 8:30. So 8:40 they have their assembly starting. So and then they have the nursery kids, they have till 12:50, and LKG kids till 1 o'clock. So that's the time. And after school, the daycare, I think it's there till 6:30 or 7:30. The daycare, and also the after school activities, they have these dance and music classes every alternate days, but we have not opted for it. So, but they do provide all those abacus as well, I think. So it's very good in that way. So they have, and over the weekends they offer even karate classes. So all that is also being, all those classes are also there.
Before we wind up, you spoke a lot of nice things about the school, but in case if there is any critical feedback that you can give to the school or areas that you think the school can improve upon, what are those areas?
I think in general we have a very positive outlook about the school, right? I mean, you might have already gauged that by now
Yeah.
because all three of our kids are going to the same school, right? I mean, we kind of opted it time and again, right? So yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's one of the best schools in the vicinity, at least in terms of the infrastructure they provide, the staff, the teachers, and everybody, right? They're very supportive. So, I mean, from our perspective, at least, I mean, at this point in time, we don't see much of a negative kind of a feedback to give to the school because they've kind of, have done a very good job in terms of, helping our kids come up the curve and kind of, helping their holistic development academically as well as, socially. So yeah, that's
Because and also adding, see, like when our eldest kid was in LKG, it was during the COVID times, and and then it was a online classes which was being done, and we have actually seen the way the teachers interact with the students and the way they treat them, and how much effort it's being taken to, how much so much hard work they do, because that was not an easy transition even for the teachers. Just offline, all of a sudden they had to conduct online classes, and there were many challenges, but the teachers patiently they have handled it very well and made sure that the kids are not at all affected during the COVID times, which made, which was very good. We as a parent felt very happy with that, and that was one of the reason, we did not even think, when we had to put our twin boys into that school. So all this has created a positive impact on us. So yes, finding something negative is really hard, I would say.
Thank you. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming forward and sharing all these thoughts. We look forward to meeting you once again and getting to know a little more about the school. And on behalf of all the other parents as well, thanks for your time, ma'am.
Thank you so
thank you
much.
very much for
Thank you.
having me.
Thanks. Thank you.